What's going on, guys? It's GBP baby. Welcome to another video. It's currently 20 minutes past midnight on Friday the 6th of October. Today is going to be non-farm payroll, but we're going to be looking at Thursday's price action. Hopefully you watched yesterday's video and you can see that just as expected we delivered to the downside. We didn't reach the south side liquidity, not yet anyway, so I still have my eyes kind of set on that, but it's possible price might just want to close in the fair value gap and then turn around within it, so that's something to consider, especially with non-farm payroll. But again, with the amount of volatility that we are to expect with non-farm payroll, I would not be surprised if price wanted to wick down, take out Monday's lows, and then continue higher. But yeah, we'll drop down to the hourly. You can see price delivered as expected. Where's midnight? Midnight is here. Let me just delineate midnight. So here's the midnight candle, and then you can see we have the false move up, which is the manipulation. We took out this buy side liquidity resting here, and then from then on we move lower. We can at once do an 8:30 candle, 8:30 news release, grabbing out these stops one more time on the was it PMI numbers? I think it's PMI numbers, and then from them price just continued to fall, running out these stops, and you can see we're just stopping at the top of this order block now. As you can see, we're just like literally just consolidating at it. But yeah, overall I'm expecting I do want to see us at least fill the fair value gap. Remember, this is a daily fair value gap, this orange box, so I'd expect price to at least fill that. But with, like I said, with the volatility and the unpredictability of non-farm payroll, there's always a chance that we might want to quickly grab that Monday sell stop liquidity, that sell side liquidity, and then want to continue higher. But yeah, it's nice to see that price is delivering just as expected. Make sure to go check out yesterday's video if you haven't, and you'll see how I was explaining that I want to see price continue to push down, purely because of the amount of consolidation that we experienced on Wednesday's trading. So the consolidation we had after we hit this 50% level, the fact we stayed so long within the fair value gap and we respected the top of the daily fair value gap, was the reason I expected a continuation to the downside. Obviously this manipulation can catch a lot of people off, but you can see from then on we pretty much just had a down day, which is nice to see. So yeah, whether we reach the sell side liquidity we'll see, but overall I do want to see this daily fair value gap in orange get filled. But yeah, I'm just going to keep my bearish bias pretty much until, like I said, until I see a significant expansion to the upside. That'll probably be on the hourly and probably be after non-farm payroll. Until then, I'm just pretty much bearish and wanting to see us continue lower and again filling this imbalance. So let's go straight to GBP. We'll see that GBP also delivered just beautifully. I was doing some back testing which will be out next weekend, so let me just get rid of all of this. That's why all that was there. But yeah, let's take a look. So we have a fair value gap here, and you can see that price is actually traded above it now, and the fact that we traded and closed above it on the daily, I now want to see if we can find support and continue to push and take out this swing high here, just like on euro, sorry, not euro, on dollar, but the inverse. So yeah, you can see we pushed higher, just anticipated, filling in that fair value gap, and now I want to see if we can get everyone into that buy side liquidity, and we have a nice fair value gap resting here as well, so we'll make that orange. And I'll just send that to the back. So it'd be nice to see if we can reach into that. Let's drop to the hourly. We'll start with, I'll just quickly get the midnight candle, which is here. You can see we came down, took out these beautiful relative equal lows, classic price action, and then price started to move up. 8:30 comes, we come down, grab out those London lows, and then continue upwards, eventually taking out this high and trading above that daily fair value gap. So now I anticipate us to find support. We do actually have a nice inversion fair value gap here. Why is this an inversion fair value gap? Traded on the downside, just traded through on the upside. So now I want to see if this continues to show support. If this continues to show support, then that would lend its hand to the likelihood of us running into this buy side liquidity and relative equal highs in general. So I'm going to move this across. And what time is it? It's only 7 PM there, so the Asian session is just starting, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw price come down into this inversion fair value gap and respected the 50% level in London, maybe, and then expand higher and take out that buy side liquidity. So let's just write inversion fair value gap. Of course, if it disrespects if it disrespects the fair value gap, then I'll just expect lower prices in general. But this inversion fair value gap should now be acting bullishly in terms of us being able to find support within it. There we go. So I've got the 50% level, and yeah, we have this swing low that we might want to grab stops from before expanding to the upside and taking out that buy side. But yeah, pretty beautiful price action. This would have caught a lot of people off, 100%. But you can see a nice little entry here on the 15-minute, and then you can see we just ran up, took out these relative equal highs, and continued to expand up towards this buy side liquidity, which I'm anticipating to get taken. So yeah, pretty beautiful days really. Finally, we'll look at euro. We'll go to the daily. Euro also had an up day. We haven't actually closed in the fair value gap yet. Let me just remove everything. Here's the fair value gap on euro. So it'll be nice to see if we can actually fill that. We do have these beautiful relative equal highs up here. If euro wants to show strength, it will run up there. But the likelihood, like I said, I'm not really sure. But overall, I'd expect at least this fair value gap to get filled. And then again, we have this nice fair value gap here, which we have wicked through already. But there's potential for a price to want to draw to that still, as it hasn't been traded on down on the upside. So let's go to the 15-minute real quick. Euro hasn't, yeah, you can see Euro's been a lot more weaker compared to pound. A lot of consolidation and this very back and forth price action for it struggling. You know, you can see it's struggling to get up there. So the likelihood of us reaching up to that high is very unlikely, I think. Yeah, I don't really want to speak too much. We do have another hourly fair value gap here as well, so I'm just going to leave these as potential targets. I do believe this hourly might want to get traded to, assuming that dollar does want to continue to the downside. But other than that, it's just nice to see, again, delivery and the fair value gap getting filled at a nice pace and rate. So that brings me to the end of the video, guys. Very quick one. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I have some backtesting videos out Friday and Saturday, and I'll be back on Sunday. Don't forget it's non-farm payroll tomorrow, so stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.